Hitting 100 million impression in 30 days might sound impossible, but it is actually doable. As someone who has actually been able to hit massive, crazy numbers of impressions like this one, like this, and so many more, I know the tactics and the strategy that will help you hit this impression. Now you might be wondering, like, is it really possible to hit 100 million impression in 30 days? The answer is yes. It is very, very doable. It is very, very possible, and I'll be sharing with you guys my deep secret hack in this particular video. Now, first thing first, I want you to imagine this. Imagine if one of your engagements does 50,000 views. Imagine if this was one of the engagements I did yesterday and it did 57.3k view. Now, this is just one of the engagements I did on a post, only one. Now, imagine if you have 100 engagements that you have done in a day. Now, times that 100 engagement times 50,000, like 50,000 impressions. If each of them gets to do 50,000 engagements, I'm using 50, I've hit more than, but we are just using 50 for the sake of clarity. Now, 50,000 impression times 100 engagements in a day. This is what it's going to result to. Now, times this times 30 days. Now, this is what it resulted to, which means it is very, very achievable and it is very, very doable. And you'll be learning my secret hack in this video. Hi, my name is Juma Kandubisi, and on this channel, I teach people how to quadruple their finances and scale their business. And if any of this interests you, feel free to click on the plus sign button to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also share your thoughts on what you think about this video in the comment section, and also share this video to help someone out there. Let's go. Now, there's so many ways for you to be able to hit 100 million impression in 30 days, but the question is, are these ways actually doable? Because there are some tactics that when you follow, you get exhausted, you get frustrated, you get depressed in the long way. There are also some tactics that when you follow, your X account can get banned or blocked, which is a very difficult situation. And there are some tactics that if you follow, you get shadow banned. And that is the worst part or the worst point you want to be on X. You can face any challenge, but you say shadow ban is the worst. So this particular tactics I'm going to be sharing with you is something that does not fall under any of these previous things I've mentioned, and it's something that is doable. You can do it and you will get results. All you have to do is to be consistent with it. At least be consistent with it for 30 days, and I promise you, you will come back to this video to thank me. Now, I'm going to be mentioning the things I do to actually stand out and meet at least 50k impressions, like this particular engagement I did. One of the engagement I did yesterday on a day-to-day basis. Number one, engage on valuable content. It is very important not to waste your time. Engagement is time consuming. Engagement is going to require a lot of thinking so that you can drop the right thing on a particular post. So do your best to engage on valuable content. X is not a place where you come to cruise or you come to joke around, except you're not looking to build your brand, except you're not looking to build your impression. We also know that having a good impression will get you good X Twitter pay. So do you see why you need to take this very, very serious and not joke with it? So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that you need to be you need to be up and doing. You need to sit up and engage in the right content that falls under your niche, that you know has the potential of doing well, and that you also know will help you get more visibility. How do you know? There are some content that are dropped early. You have to rush and be among the first 5 to engage. There are also some interesting educational content that people can talk about in your niche that you can engage with, so that people can actually share their own opinion under your comments, because that is what most people do when I drop my own comments. Now, you need to be very, very valuable, and you need to make sure you are spending your valuable time and your valuable thoughts on a valuable post. You cannot say you are in the business niche and you want to go and comment on a comedy post, you're wasting your time. So you need to make sure that the content you want to engage with is valuable, and most importantly, it falls under your niche. Which will lead me to the second advice or the second point. Engage on evergreen content. Engage on evergreen content. You can choose to engage on trend though, but make sure you engage on evergreen content. Now, what do I mean by this? Evergreen content are those contents that continues to grow, the post continues to boost continuously, no matter the year. It doesn't lose its value, it doesn't lose its interest, it doesn't lose its capability, because it is evergreen. It is something that when people go through, it does not matter the day, time, age that they go through it, they will have something to share. So most evergreen contents are valuable, educative, emotional, entertaining. I'm not saying you shouldn't comment on trend, but trend dies. And this is why I would advise you to focus more of your energy in evergreen content, because evergreen content on X, those kind of posts tends to do massive. And one thing with X content is once it begins to grow, it doesn't stop. Like once the algorithm continues to push your good content, it doesn't stop. It continues to push it to millions and millions and millions of people. So evergreen content does not stop. There's no point where you say, okay, it has stopped trending. It continues because it's boosted naturally. So it's very important for you to put your energy on evergreen content. And I've mentioned to you the categories of what an evergreen content can look like. Another thing I have been trying, which is point number 3, that I've been trying so far, is engaging twice in a post. I mean, this is something that is tricky, but I've been doing it and I've been seeing results. And this is the first time I'm sharing this because I began to notice it. I don't do this all the time, but since I've been doing it, I've been noticing that I get more attention. Like, let me give you an instance. Somebody drops a post and then you engage the first time, you drop something valuable, you come back again and drop another valuable something. What it does is, first of all, it makes you look double in that particular comment. So imagine if you're among the first 5 comments. People are going to read your first thought and your second thought, and they're going to be like, first thing first, they want to respond to one of it. And then secondly, they have the second one to respond to. So this gives them an idea of like, who is this person? And another thing it does is it brings people to your profile because people are fascinated that, oh, this person is engaging twice. I've not seen anybody doing this. I would say I'm the first person doing this, and it seems like I'm going to continue because it actually just gives me this, I would say, leverage. It gives me this leverage to stand out times two than every other person. Just do not repeat your comments. Make sure that the comments are different, and people would come back to read the first one, read the second one. So what does it do? Imagine if a post gets 1 million impression and you commented twice. It means that you will have like 50k impression in 2 places, in the first comment and in the second comment. So you can imagine how far it will go. But do not put it like, oh, it is a necessity that I must be engaging twice on every post. There are some posts that when you read, there's only one thought that you have for it. If it's those kind of posts, drop the one you know and move on. Do not ask, okay, no, I must drop like 2 thoughts or those things. No, but I'm just trying to tell you that this is a tactics that I have tried and it is working. So I'm going to continue with it. Now, the fourth point, if I'm not mistaken, make sure to space your content. Whether it is a content you are dropping under somebody's post or the content that you are dropping in your own account, like a post for people to read, make sure you space it out. I did see the need to be hammering on this before until I started seeing a lot of newbies jam packing their content. I mean, it doesn't mean that it will not be readable, but on X, people want to read something that feels and look good in the eye, because the eye is going to scan it first before the brain will ask, okay, this thing looks neat, let me read. So make sure your the way you do your writing is neat and there's enough space so that people can scan through the contents and then read through it, if you get what I'm saying. I mean, it's a very tiny point, but it stands out. It goes a long way because a lot of people would rather read a content that has space than a jam-packed one. Now, number 5, I think I will always be mentioning this. Have a good bio that will attract people, because As you are putting all this your energy in engagement, people are coming to your account so that they will want to engage in your own content. They would want to drop one or two things. Okay. Now imagine when they come, your bio is not looking good. They will bounce off. They will just bounce off. So you need to make sure that you're already standing out. Your bio is already good looking, it's already attractive, and it is something that stands out. So that when people begin to come to your bio, they feel comfortable to not just engage to build your impression, but to also follow you so that they can learn more from you. And I've shared multiple ways to actually create a professional, good looking Twitter account. So all you have to do is to go around this channel and look for the video because I know it will help you very, very well. Now, the sixth advice I have for you, this is something that if you get to do, it will help you a lot. Make sure you do 100 powerful engagements in a day. Make sure you do 100 powerful engagements in a day. You either get to do 100 powerful engagement. Yes, sometimes I count mine, and I know of people that count the number of engagement that they do. So you either get to do 100 powerful engagements in a day, or you get to do 2 hours of engagement in a day, maybe 2 hours in the morning and then 2 hours in the evening. If you are swift and you're fast at what you're doing, there is no how that 2 hour cannot do 15 engagements and the other 2 hour cannot do another 15 engagement. So imagine joining this together, you already have 100. Now imagine if each of these engagements is doing 50k view. 50k, we have done the math before, so it is not hard for you to hit your 100 million impression. That's what I'm trying to say. But you need to make sure that you are hitting a target. You can't do one and expect that one to do like 5 million impression. It is possible, but then we want to be realistic and we want to work with actual facts. So make sure you are doing at least 100 engagements in a day or 2 hours engagements in a day. With this particular tip that I've just shared with you, there is no how you're not going to hit your target. There is no how you're not going to hit your 100 million impression within the space of 30 days. And not just that, monetize your Twitter account, be able to land clients, attract new eyeballs for your business, and build an active, professional, good looking brand that stands out, that is authentic, and that is unique. Do all to like this video and share this video to help someone out there. Click on the plus sign button to subscribe to this channel and also share your thoughts on what you think about this video in the comment section. See you guys in the next one.